Well, we've been using this design from one of our users where we're attempting to provide a little bit of help in how you might develop your own particular template. If you bear with me, I'm in modelspace, but I will move to the white background, which is what you would see if you were in layout space. And the idea here is that this area on the left is just a sample design, and the idea is that every one of the symbols that's just sitting to the right of the design is already tagged to an entry in the plant database file. So for the sake of argument, if we were intending to put one of the Australian native hibiscus plants and we want to put it in the back corner, it's just a matter of selecting it and copy and pop it down in the back corner, and then we can rotate it for a little more interest and scale it like so. So it provides an easy way of developing new designs because these are all pre-organized and connect to a plant database. The symbols that you see here, while they are somewhat sized, this is probably a tallish deciduous tree. It is the crepe myrtle. It's not easy for someone else in the office to use this template. What I would suggest that if you're in this situation that you do is run the plant schedule tool and run through the generation of a custom one where if in your database file you've graded your plants as succulents or grasses or shrubs, ground covers and so on, it becomes fairly easy then to make a little list over here of shrubs. Here are all the shrubs grouped, all the trees grouped, and clearly I could go through this plant schedule, which by the way I've broken up. It was originally a block, but I've broken it up so I can grab bits from it and then line them up and get them nice and tidy. So if we were over here in the design, and actually let's just zoom out a little and we'll move this group here from that point. We'll just pop it up the top. And let's zoom now a window. This is only a suggestion, but here's our tree, Pyrus Caleriana, the ornamental pair, and you probably want to use that for some screening. Let's imagine along this boundary here, you'd need some screening. So we'll copy it. Maybe it's a relatively formal design. So we'll pop that one in and then scale it. Comes in, maybe it's 1 metre wide, and you could, it's been dragged in at 0.2 actually. I'd be inclined to, even though it's a compact form, let's make it 4. That's perhaps a little bit big for the client, and we'll scale it again like so. So I guess you might well scale some of these symbols up here so they give you what you are after, and then we can just copy that along in the garden bed along that boundary. The point that I'm trying to illustrate is that working from one of these little lists of plants already tagged and putting those into the design is, I think, an improvement over searching around in a random set of samples, that a random set of symbols that we have here. One last thing you might want to be interested in seeing is gCADPlus has got some nice tools for lining things up. I use that modify and align an object to line the symbols up, and I did the same here with text. To use that, it's modify. If you want to align an object like symbols, pick that one. If we want to align text, we can just, the prompt says, select the text to align. We'd grab all of these and hit enter. Down at the, in the status line, in the command line rather, we have a series of options, left, right, top and bottom. So let's go B for bottom. Left. And we'll say left. And we wanted to align not with this left, but like so. It's now left justified, and we can move them across. These pieces of text here were originally generated by the plant schedule tool. That's why they're a little bit scattered around, but that looks reasonably neat. So I hope that's just a suggestion about how you might improve this version of the template.